name's Amelia. I always grew up around Christianity, but I've always had a very hot and cold relationship with the church. I grew up going to church on occasions, knowing the good news and being told all the rules I was expected to follow. But I never understood how to have a relationship with Jesus or what all these rules really meant. In middle school, COVID hit and it took a huge impact on my life. I didn't know how to create relationships or communicate with people, and this caused a lot of anxiety in me. I started to experiment with ways to cope with this, and eventually started partying, drinking, and surrounding myself with worldly people. In my junior year of high school, everything in my life started to seem like it was falling apart because of these habits I had formed. I began to lose many friends, damage relationships, and was constantly filled with anger. I tried over and over again to try and take control of my life by myself. I tried putting my identity in my school, sports, and even friendships, but this only seemed to make things worse. Nothing could fill that longing void I felt. Finally, I reached out to a friend for help, and she invited me to go to her youth group with her. After that night, I went home, feeling the presence of God with me, and finally knew that somebody was always there for me. I just had to reach out. I continued to attend church and got more involved. Through surrounding myself with the Lord and creating a relationship with Him, I realized how my habits were not only harming myself and the people around me, but how they were also harming my relationship with God. I came to form a true relationship with Christ, and He helped me change my ways and apply Him to every aspect of my life. He is giving me an amazing community to surround myself with and grow with. I'm now able to know that I do not need to please anybody in the world, or I don't need to try and fit in. And while I'm not perfect, I know that I only need to live for the eyes of the Lord.
I'm Tessa, and I grew up only going to church on the holidays. I believed in God, but I didn't actually know Him. Church felt more like a tradition, and God was very distant from my everyday life. I was putting my identity in worldly things, especially my relationships and what others thought of me. I cared deeply about fitting in and being liked, and I was crushed when I wasn't. During my sophomore year of high school, one of my friends kept inviting me to their youth group. I said no a few times, but eventually I decided to go. At first I went because it was fun and I liked the people. But a couple weeks later, there was a message that really spoke to me, and it felt like God was meeting me right where I was. That was when I first understood that Jesus wasn't someone I heard about growing up, but He wanted a relationship with me. Since then, I've been building that relationship, and it has given my life a greater purpose. I've begun letting go of the need to control everything and instead trust Him with my future. He's calmed my anxiety and helped me stop feeling like I have to hold everything together on my own. He's shown me to love myself and others the way He does. Since coming to college, I've been blessed to find a community of people that I can grow in my faith with. He's still changing me every day and teaching me patience and humility and what it truly means to rely on Him.
Hi. Hello. I'm Hope. Before Christ, most people would have labeled me as the girl who does it all. But behind the scenes, I was drowning, caught up in a sea of anxiety, one chasing all of my own desires. I had personally been driven away from church because I saw it as a place for the self-righteous. Boy, did I need a mirror. Jesus surrounded me. He showed me His love and grace, but it wasn't until I truly sat and cried at His feet and called out that my own strength isn't enough. That's when He saved me. It's not that my life is now perfect and everything just fixed itself, but that His sacrificial love is more than enough. He loved me so much to wait. He loves me enough to lead, protect, and sustain me, and He will be loving me for eternity. I am beyond grateful, beyond words, for He has washed my heart, cleared the fog once covering my eyes, and blessed me with a chance to chase God's desires.
All right, now we get to celebrate. So what's going to happen now? We're going to stand, we're going to sing, we're going to be able to see on the screen these people being put their sin being put to death, buried with Christ, and raised in new life because of the gift of grace that the cross was for them. So let's stand together. We're going to sing. We're going to celebrate. We're just going to have a good time.
Of my sin was death. You knew I couldn't pay the debt. You paid it with your final breath. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. You took the wrath that I deserved. Your holy blood broke every curse. Your mercy